There's a strange anomaly on Roblox right now called Gokarna. On the surface, it might look like just another massive game, but behind the scenes, it harbors one of the most genuinely unsettling communities on the entire platform. And the craziest part is Roblox just officially nominated it for an award. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on Gokarna. We're going to look at how a game with such a volatile player base managed to get platform-wide recognition, and find out exactly what is going on behind closed doors. Quickly before we start, please hit the like and sub button to help me reach 40k subs. Anyways, let's get into the video. To understand how we got here, you have to look at the numbers. Gokarna exploded almost immediately, pulling in over 160 million visits and somehow pushing into the top 3 highest earning games on Roblox. For a game that only dropped a few weeks ago, that kind of momentum is practically unheard of. On paper, the concept was actually solid. It was meant to be a chill, slice-of-life roleplay set in 2000s Japan, focusing heavily on aesthetic and mood. But the honeymoon phase didn't last. Almost overnight, public opinion completely flipped, with players already calling it out for being aggressively money-hungry and surprisingly empty. The core loop of the game revolves around a rolling mechanic similar to games like The Forge, if you've ever checked that out. When you load in, everything about your character's life is left up to RNG, height, name, facial structure, you roll for all of it. And this exact system is where the game starts to derail. The first major friction point is the race demographic. You have a 95% baseline chance of spawning as Japanese, leaving just a 1% chance for pretty much everything else: European, Indian, Middle Eastern, African, or Latino. Right away, locking real-world backgrounds behind a gacha percentage drew a ton of backlash. But honestly, that's not even the worst part. It gets even more corny with the facial structures. For the male models, you've got a 99% chance of getting a standard, common face, and a 1% chance of rolling what the game literally calls a mager face, complete with exaggerated, razor-sharp cheekbones. The female models have the exact same setup, a single 1% mager variant at the bottom of the pool. And this is precisely where the entire community culture starts to rot. Status in Gokarna comes down to one absurd thing: rolling a 1% mager face. If you don't have it, you're basically treated like nothing. But chasing that flex is where things get genuinely wild. Since it's all pure luck, players end up spinning over and over, burning through real money just to look decent. You've literally got people online admitting they dropped hundreds of Robux, turning a block game into a low-key casino. Naturally, this birthed a whole subculture on TikTok. Kids are out here making full-on edits, trying to flex their pixelated jawlines like they're main characters in an anime. And it's like, come on man, you're playing Roblox. It's not a real flex if you just bought it with your mom's credit card. It just brings out the most inflated, bizarre egos on the platform.
Well, Mars my man, cause that's my man.
He looks so I don't know.
Bro, honestly,
Mar,
Baby, who do you have? Mar's my man, so he looks so.
Nuke the whole generation. If it were up to me, I would drop an atomic bomb on the whole generation.
But honestly, as bad as the fake flexing is, it only gets weirder from here once you look at the actual people playing this game. Go on any forum or comments section about Gokarna right now, and the first piece of advice is always the same: if your character is a girl, just log off or hide. In most combat games on Roblox, when your health bar runs out, your character just disappears, resets, and you spawn right back in. But Gokarna handles it way differently. When you lose here, your character just sits there helpless on the floor. The person who beat you gets a prompt to pick your avatar over their shoulder and physically walk around with you anywhere on the map. The devs probably thought this was just a funny feature, but the community ruined it instantly. Instead of just fighting and moving on, players are actively hunting down female avatars, hauling them into empty locker rooms, and spamming the W and S keys right behind them. If you've played Roblox for more than 5 minutes, you already know what that back and forth movement is meant to look like. They literally turned a basic pickup feature into a tool for creeping people out. And the fact that Roblox is out here giving a game with this level of weirdness an official award nomination makes no sense at all.
Then I realized what it is. There's a man in back of this place. He's the one.
If you manage to roll max height and land white or pink hair, the lobby straight up treats you like a celebrity. Random players will literally stop whatever they're doing just to follow you around the map like you're some kind of god, forming a whole crowd behind your character for no actual reason. And the players who get these roles eat it up. They'll make whole TikTok edits with sad music captioned, "Being 9 foot in this game is brutal," acting like having a tall Lego character with colored hair is some heavy burden. Bro, you didn't accomplish anything, you just got lucky on a character creation screen. But because the game makes those those traits so rare, the community turned a random customization feature into an actual hierarchy where people treat you like royalty just for being tall. It's crazy how a block game has everyone acting so shallow. You have kids hopping online to just have fun, but instead, the whole server is obsessing over who got the luckiest avatar drops. It completely defeats the purpose of gaming. You log on to escape the real world, not to stress out over whether your digital character is attractive enough for random people to like you. It's literally just those toxic internet beauty trends, but dragged straight into a children's game. It's honestly just pathetic to watch. But the players acting weird isn't even the biggest issue, because if you think the community is bad, wait until you see the sketchy stuff the actual devs and mods are pulling behind the scenes. It all blew open when a TikToker named West posted screenshots exposing one of the main developers, Krite. The leak showed him making weird jokes about ERPing with in-game NPCs and straight up admitting to black marketing height rolls under the table. But as bad as selling stats for real caches, another screenshot surfaced that made everything else look mild. Krite was caught casually dropping racial slurs while talking about his own player base. Imagine being a developer for one of the biggest games on the platform and talking about the people keeping your game alive like that. It's completely unhinged behavior, and it shows you exactly what kind of people were running things behind the scenes. As soon as those DMs blew up on TikTok, the community lost its mind. Though, of course, you had a few weirdos in the comments actually praising Krite and calling him a WDev just for dropping the hard R, which says everything you need to know about how cooked part of this player base is. Still, most people were completely furious, so to try and control the damage, a staff member named Peak messaged the TikToker who posted the leaks to try and smooth things over. Honestly, I have no idea what Peak thought was going to happen here. Instead of fixing anything, he made it 10 times worse by confirming the screenshots were totally real, claiming Krite dropping the hard R was just trolling. Predictably, that defense completely blew up in his face. The drama got so massive that the community manager finally had to step in with an official statement, announcing Krite was fired effective immediately for the racial slurs, ERP comments, and black marketing. They even threw in the classic corporate line about how none of it aligned with their standards and thanked the community for holding them accountable. Standard PR damage control after getting caught red-handed. And right when you think it couldn't get any worse, this happened.
West dropped another TikTok on the situation that alleged Krite was a pedophile as well. In his TikTok, West shows some screenshots as well as some audio messages that show Krite, who was 18 at the time, allegedly talking to a 15-year-old girl. The reason I'm saying allegedly is because we don't have someone like Peak that's come out yet and said, oh hey, I'm friends with Krite, yeah, he did this, I've known about it for so long. Not to say that I'm like doubting West or the person that like came up and talked to him, but you know, until we have concrete solidified proof, I'm going to just say allegedly for legal reasons.
So yeah, that's the full breakdown of where everything is at right now. It's genuinely mind-blowing how a community built around a simple anime game spiraled into a massive corporate nightmare filled with backroom deals, corruption, and now this. If you guys want to keep up with how this whole mess plays out, drop your takes in the comments, please sub to help me reach 40K, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.